Hi, and welcome back to How to JS videos, where in part one we just went over how to just add a class to an element, to an existing class, and refactor that code into something that can be reusable and readable. So now we have the show flag function and show flag US, show flag ES. So let's just take a look at an example of what could be better about this. What happens right now if we have someone comes in on a code later and they come and they write a function also called show flag that doesn't take any arguments and it just alerts showing the flag. So I run that and whoop, look what happens. Our function just got overridden. So it's getting called twice, and now it doesn't work when I click to show my flag. Well, how can we fix this? How could this be avoided? Well, what we can do is we can write a namespace or wrap this into a namespace. So let's create a new variable or a new object called flags or whatever, right? Let's just call this new object flags. And we're going to just open and closing curly bracket means this is a new object. And what we're going to do is we're going to easily make this function into a function that is now a property of an object, and this flags variable is our objects. Don't be confused or don't be scared of the language. A property of an object, it just means it's a part of this flags object. So we can just take this function and copy it just as is, and I'm going to place this right here, and I'm going to just paste that right there. And since this is an object, I'm going to make show flag still remain the name of the function, but we're just going to just put that right here and put the colon right there. So now show flag is still a function, but now it is under the flags namespace. So now when I do show flag and I have my annoying alert because I redefined this function, it won't be overridden. Because here, let's do an example right here. So now let's just take what we have in the show flag original function. Let's just gut it out and make it a nasty alert. Hey, showing the flag, right? Let's take away that it takes any arguments because someone wrote this after in the code. They had no idea. They just were writing this code somewhere far down in some lines in a large file somewhere in the repository, in your code base, whatever, right? So they have this alert showing the flag thing going on. So it'll still show the flag message twice because we're still calling it down there, right? But if I now go flags dot show flag, right? Now I'm calling it as a part of this object. So flags is the name of the object and show flag is a property on that object. So I'm still using the same function. I'm just using it under the flags namespace. So now when show flag is defined here, it won't affect this because now I'm not calling the show flag function that's in the global namespace. I'm calling the show flag function that is under the flags namespace. See the difference there? So let's see if this works after all that great talking, huh? So now we don't get the alerts anymore. If you notice, that hasn't happened, right? Because right now we're not calling this function anywhere anymore. So now look at that. Our country flags are working. And that is just a simple refactor that came from just moving some existing code back into place. Now, if I wanted to just go back to the way it was, I can just take this code out of here, rip it out. We're going to put this name here right after the function name. And now this function now sits on the window object. So you can say window.showFlag or just call showFlag and you'll get this function now. Now this function here would give me an error because I don't have the showFlag property or the showFlag function in place. So if I wanted to call this showFlag now, I'd have to take away the flags. And I'll get one alert this time because only one of them will recognize that I'm trying to call that. Showing the flag. See that? And if you notice what happened, because of order of execution, this first function called the showing the flag alert instead of, and why not this one? Because after this function was in memory, this one got stored afterwards, and it says that this is the last time we saw it. This is the order we're going to execute this, and this is what happens. So, hope that made some sense. Just to Control Z back a little bit. This is a better way to write your code. It's a safer way to write your code so that stuff like this can't affect your code here. And if you wanted to have another function, or if you did want to show flag function that threw an alert up, you can throw another one on. You can throw another property in here, show flag alert. And if you wanted to just move this one inside here, you can do that as well. You can take this function, give it a new name, move it into here, and it'll be protected by the flags namespace. Hope that made sense. Please let me know what your opinions are, how you feel, and hope you are learning something. All right, let me know if you have anything that you want me to go over. And thank you for watching How to JS videos. All right, enjoy.